turn that off. Let's turn that off. I'm going to need this coffee before I start this review. What happened? What happened? You tell me. What happened? This was supposed to be the ending of the story. The journey. A beginning of a new era in WWE. A new era. We didn't get a new era. We've got more of the same. More of the same. Roman Reigns is WWE champion, Universal champion, undisputed champion. The Usos tried to interfere. Then Solo interfered after he got told by the referee to leave. He came back. He joined it, interfered, and helped Roman Reigns regain his titles. His titles. Before this match at WrestleMania, you saw Cody's, he had his wife there. You had his kids. You had Luke Harper's son. Luke Harper, the one that used to be in, he was in WWE, he was in the Wyatt family, then he went to the AEW. He's died now. It's a shame. I really liked him. But you had his son there. You had Cody Rhodes coming down. The stage was set. It was in Hollywood. It was all in Hollywood. Perfect. The story must end now. This is the end of the story. Hollywood. The stage was set. It was all perfect. What happened? Nothing. Nothing happened. Same old stuff. But you had the marks. You had the marks in the crowd cheering for Roman Reigns. Listen, you can cheer for whoever you want. You can cheer for anybody you want. But the point is, when you see them same people that putting up their hands doing the ones, they're the same people in 2 weeks' time are going to come out and they're going to say, this is boring. Why is Roman Reigns still the champion? They're the same people that you see in that crowd putting their hands up. But like I said, they're the ones that are going to be saying it's boring. The stage was set for Cody Rhodes. It was set for Cody Rhodes to win the undisputed Universal title, WWE title. And then the next day on Raw, he come out and Raw as the next champion, as a new champion, ushering a new era. He's leading a new era. But no, they didn't want to do it that way. They wanted to keep the titles on Cody. They wanted to keep the titles on Roman Reigns. That's what they wanted to do. The same old rubbish. Now, look, people are going to come out and they're going to say, you know what? It doesn't matter. He can win it at SummerSlam. But it doesn't matter. It's not going to be the same. It is not going to be the same when he wins the titles at SummerSlam. It's done. It's over. If he wins the titles at SummerSlam, it's going to mean zero my hero. Zero. WrestleMania was the stage where he was supposed to do it. I'm not sure if Vince McMahon got involved, pulled the plug and said, no, I'm going with my man Roman. I don't know. Not dirt sheet writer. I don't claim to be a dirt sheet writer. I'm going by my opinion and my experience of watching WWE over the years. I'm not an expert. You want to call me a mark? Call me a mark. I'm a fan. I've been watching WWE all my life. And I know, looking on Twitter, looking around social media, that I'm right. You got a lot of podcasters out there saying, you know what? Oh, you're just you're whining. I knew it weren't going to happen. Yeah, it's all right for saying that. It's all right coming out and saying that, but it still should have happened. Some people just like to be right and say, look, I told you so. But deep down, they know that Cody should have won. Cody should have been the unit, should have been the undisputed champion now. We should be going into Raw tonight, maybe bringing up Bron Breakker, maybe bringing up a couple of the wrestlers, ushering a new era, bringing back Randy Orton, bringing back Bro. There were so many opponents for Cody for that challenge for the next era. But no, they kept the titles on Roman Reigns. They even had the Usos lose the world titles, the tag team titles. 600 and odd days they had them titles for tag team titles. 600 and odd days. They lost them. The story was there. You had the story with Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn. That storyline went on for 2 years. It was perfect storyline with the Usos that implemented in with the bloodline, they injected in Kevin Owens. It all started with Kevin Owens when he first challenged Roman Reigns. If you go back a couple of years ago, Kevin Owens challenged. Remember that? That's how it started. And then they brought in Jay didn't want to flipping. Jay had to fight Roman Reigns, and he joined the bloodline. Jimmy, they all joined the bloodline. And then Sami Zayn came along, became an honorary Us. They started that storyline. Cody came. He tore his muscles on his chest, had time off, come back, won the Royal Rumble. It was set for Cody to win this match. It was set. And it doesn't matter if he wins at SummerSlam, it is not going to be the same. It is not going to be the same if he wins it at SummerSlam. You can try and convince yourself and say, oh yeah, he's going to get to so many days, Roman Reigns. I don't care how many days he gets to. It was set for WrestleMania. It was set for WrestleMania, and they blew it. They blew it. Look, Triple H is giving press conferences saying, you know what? Look, it's all right, man. It's going to be interesting to see the story, where it's going to go. The story is dead. The story's dead. It's over. It was WrestleMania in Hollywood. The story ends now. But you didn't pull the trigger. And I know there's a lot of people out there agree with me. I know there is. And there's a lot of people that don't agree with me. That's your opinion. But what it boils down to, Cody should have won. Very simple. Very simple. Now, my co-Qs today is going to be joining me today. My partner in crime, TOTO Hammer. TOTO Hammer. Where is he? TOTO Hammer. There you go. TOTO Hammer. I just had to have that rant to get it out of me. TOTO Hammer. I was talking about that Roman Reigns match and Cody Rhodes, how it ended.
Oh no.
What do you think, Toto? Let's just talk about this match first. We're not gonna go through in order how it was. I've got them all on my stream deck. We're just gonna start with this. Well, actually, we're gonna start with. That's how we're gonna start with. We're gonna start with the Street Profits. That match surprised me. When I first saw that match announced, my opinion, I did not care about this match. For me, when it first got announced, it was a toilet break match. Toilet break. But it surprised me. It was a good match. Now, what do you think, Toto?
Yeah, the match was good. It was energetic and everything. And the winners, Street Profits, it was a good match, man. And the winners, I think I predicted it. I predicted it in the prediction show that Street Profits going to win. And they won. And I think the right winners won.
That's the fair play. I wanted Alpha Academy to win.
Alpha Academy, yeah, they're really underrated tag team. Alpha Academy. It would have been nice to see them. the match, the crowd was in. The crowd was good.
Yeah.
The crowd weren't quiet. The
No,
crowd was up.
it was
Was
good, man.
energetic. The match was good. The wrestling was good. The high flying was good. Everything.
It was. I agree, Toto. It was an amazing match, and it really surprised me. Really should have surprised us because look at the quality. The Viking Raiders are savages. They are a brilliant tag team. On NXT, they were an amazing tag team. Everybody knows the Street Profits are good. And look, the reason I wanted Alpha Academy to win because I like the team, but I don't think they've won a match all last year. All they was doing is putting teams over, and it would have been nice if they would have got the win. They would have got the W at Wrestlemania. I'm just, but that's the way it is. I'll give that match. It was a good match, and I enjoyed it. It was a surprising match. I never thought it was going to get over with me, but it did, and I think the crowd was really, really into it. So that was that one out of the way. And these are not in order, by the way. These are both for night 1 and night 2. We're just going to go through them. Now, this was a toilet break match, in my opinion. I'm just going to put it over to you. This is the match between Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Natalya and Shotzi versus Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green versus Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. Now, there's a lot of people that I know didn't even watch it because I fell asleep. I watched it.
Yeah.
The match was a toilet break. I don't think I saw the ending. I know who won, but I didn't catch the ending because I was that bored. I thought to myself, I'm going to go to the kitchen and cook up a feed. Even though it was late at night, I wanted a feed. So that's my opinion.
Yeah.
What do you think of the match?
Yeah, to me, I was almost falling asleep in this match, to be honest. The match, no one cared.
No.
I didn't give one. No one cared.
No one cared.
The crowd didn't care. I didn't care. And Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler winning, I don't care either. They won, that's it. Now what? Look,
Exactly.
of course they're not going to bear one.
You know what? There you go, simple you go. Now what? Exactly. Nothing.
I know.
Now what? Nothing. Well, all this match was basically they wanted to get everybody on the card.
I know.
That's all this was. They wanted to get everybody on the card, and that's all this match was. The reason why Ronda Rousey was in this tag team with Shayna Baszler because she injured her arm about a month ago, or a couple of months ago, and that's why Vince McMahon wanted Ronda Rousey on the card because she's a big draw. They weren't going to leave her off, so what they decided to do, stick Ronda Rousey with Shayna Baszler. Ronda Rousey didn't even get involved in the match at all. Shayna Baszler done most of the stuff because, like I said, Ronda Rousey's arm is injured. And the winner was Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey, and I don't care. So let's move on to the Brock. I think this was on night 2. Brock and Omos. I think most people predicted what this match was going to be like. Basically, Brock was going to come in, smash. He was going to Omos was going to get a few digs in, and Brock Lesnar was going to whatever. What do you think of this match? Toto.
The match, of course, is really slow paced. I think the match is really slow paced. But expect that you got a giant like Omos, 7'2".
Yeah.
You got Brock Lesnar.
Savage.
Of course, it's going to be a slow paced match, but you know what? The match was all right.
Fair play.
Lesnar's a savage. Omos is doing his job as a giant, and Brock Lesnar just made the match, in my opinion. Of course, he does.
Yeah.
German suplexes him 3 times.
Yeah.
F5. What else do you need, man?
Simple.
He's picking up a 7'2" giant.
Nice and easy.
And yeah, that's it.
That's and easy. 6 women. What do you think of this match? This match, but this match kind of disappointed me. I thought there was going to be a heel turn. I thought either Damage Control was going to turn on Bayley if they lost, which they did. And maybe I thought there was going to heel turn by Trish Stratus. Maybe the heel turn by Trish Stratus is coming on Raw because there is rumours that Trish Stratus is signing a contract that she's going to be there for a couple more months at least, up to after Saudi Arabia. So maybe there's a heel turn there coming. But this match kind of disappointed me. It was very boring, and I just didn't care. I was looking for the heel turn from either both sides, either from the Damage Control or even from Trish Stratus. So that's it. I don't really care about this match. What do you think? It's disappointing because go on.
You know when you get those matches where you expect something to happen, but
Yeah.
just nothing happens. It's just dead. That's the only part I didn't like. I did the match. The match was all right. Don't get me wrong. Match was all right. The ending was rubbish.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's it. That's all I got to say.
That's it, man. That's it, man. That's all you need to say. That's all you need to say. You don't need to go into detail, man. It's one of them.
Yeah.
So this match, right, for me, was one of the best matches out of night 1 and night 2. Bianca Belair versus Asuka, right? Now, in my opinion, Asuka should have won, right? They brought her back. She had like nearly a year off. They brought her back into the fold. She got the new look. She got the new makeup. She got the new hair. She got the new... I love her music, by the way. Out of all the WWE wrestlers, out of all the wrestlers, man and women, Asuka's music is in my top 3 of musics. Absolutely amazing music. I love it. Now, Asuka should have won this match. Why does Bianca need to win it? Look, at the moment now, she's had the title for 1 year. Okay? 1 year. She's done it all. She's young, whatever, yeah? Why couldn't they give Asuka a good run? Because as far as I know, since NXT, she was amazing on NXT because Triple H and Shawn Michaels was booking her. But all of a sudden now she's on the main roster. When Vince McMahon was there, she was acting like a clown, jumping around, dancing around like that. They took her off TV because she was injured. They brought her back. She got this mean character again. New music, new demeanor. Why couldn't she win? So what was the point of bringing her back? What, they brought her back to build her up and then to knock her down by Bianca Belair? The thing about it, I love Bianca Belair. I think Bianca Belair is one of the greatest female wrestlers ever, right? Psychology, not really good. Not really good on the psychology. She doesn't really sell that much. But why does she need to win? I don't understand why. What, they should have gave the title to Asuka and let Asuka have a good 6 months with it at least. I don't understand why they brought back Asuka. Asuka's on internet tweeting that she could go back to Japan. And she's liking comments about being in Japan. I don't know what's going on. I'm not sure if that's legit. That's the rumours going around. I don't understand why they didn't give the title to Asuka. I just don't understand.
I know, I don't understand either. And I heard about, during the match, they changed it mid-match. Asuka was supposed to win the match.
Yeah.
And they told Asuka that Bianca Belair's going to win it. And look, I don't understand. I said this in the prediction show. I said, look, Asuka going to win. All this big build-up.
Yeah.
They're not just going to throw it away. But
no.
WWE threw it away.
They did? I just don't understand why Asuka couldn't win. Another L, man. Another L for Asuka.
Yeah.
I just don't understand why Asuka didn't win. It was on the cards. I think she just needed to win. Asuka's never had a good run with that title. When she did have the title before, she didn't have it long. I just don't understand the quality of Asuka. She's an amazing wrestler. Yeah. She's so dynamic. Even the female wrestlers said in the back said that she's the best wrestler we've got. She never moans when she comes and she's injured. She just gets some of it. I just don't understand why they took her off TV and then they changed her character, kind of tweaked it a bit, didn't completely change it. Then she comes back into the fold. They're building her up. She won Elimination Chamber. Again, she loses. So all that build-up was for nothing. She lost. So it's not going to mean nothing. And it doesn't matter if she wins it on Raw the next day. Doesn't matter. She should have won it on Raw. They wanted to get Bianca Belair's title reign for 1 year. That's the excuse. Now what? Bianca Belair has ran through every woman on the roster. What now? Who's she going to fight now? There's no one left to fight. This is why they should have gave it to Asuka. And then Asuka could have fought, multiple matches, maybe a rematch against Bianca Belair, then move on to Bayley, or move on to Becky Lynch, or move on to Dakota Kai, whoever. But all these people now, that all the females on the Raw roster, Bianca Belair has beaten them all 3 times. What now? There's no one left to fight. They should have gave the title to Asuka. That's just my opinion. I think they made a mistake. Now, Hell in a Cell, Edge and Finn Balor. Now, this match, you could see at the beginning what kind of match it was going to be. As soon as the match started, they both went for chairs. It was one of you could see that Finn Balor was going to lead the match. Obviously, Edge is in his 50s, okay? He's not 25, he's not 35, he's not even 45. He's in his 50s. So we know that Edge is not going to be the leader in this match. It's going to be Finn Balor. So you could see Finn Balor basically was taking all the bumps. But there was a part of the match where Finn Balor got hurt. I think they threw Edge through the ladder at him. And then you could see the doctors come in and they cut the camera off and they were just showing Edge because the blood was gushing out of his head. So they don't really like showing the blood today, WWE. Obviously, it's the way it is today. He's not going to show the blood. And you could see the doctors coming. I think they glued his head up. They either stapled it or they glued the blood up because not long after, when the camera came back, they continued fighting. There was no blood in it. But it was a good match. It was a good match. It was very physical. No mistakes.
Yeah.
I don't know what you think.
The winner, though, Edge, to me, I thought Finn Balor will win, in my opinion. They came back as a demon, but at the end of the day, Edge won. He did the concerto. He did the concerto at the end, and he won the match. But I think Finn Balor should have won, in my opinion.
Yeah, he should have. Of course he should have. Edge don't need to win.
All the match was good, man.
Raw's on tonight, actually. I might watch Raw tonight and all. Because usually I said I like to go bed early. I think because it's a Raw after Mania, I might watch Raw tonight. I think it starts at 1 p.m. I know you can't do it because you're going to go bed, whatever. But I'm going to be watching it. Yeah. I might watch only for tonight. I'm just going to watch it to see what it's about, see what's going on, see who comes back. Hopefully, Bron Breakker gets brought up to the main roster, hopefully. And hopefully Randy Orton can come back as well. It's all Randy Orton for ages. So it'd be nice for him to come back as well. There's going to be a few surprises. But I agree with you, Toto. I believe that he should have won this match, Finn Balor. I thought Edge was going to put him over. Edge don't need a win. He doesn't need a W. He's at the tail end of his career. He should have put over Finn Balor. That would have been good that Finn Balor beat Edge in Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania. Again, mistake. So, and we're going to go on to Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley for the SmackDown Women's title. What do you think of this match, Toto? This was on night one, by the way. Yeah, it was on night one.
And yeah, the right winner won. The right winner won, Rhea Ripley. And there was no doubt about that. There was no doubt of Rhea Ripley not winning this match. Because Charlotte Flair is there. You can tell Charlotte Flair was just there to put Ripley over. And all round the match was good.
Yeah, it was.
The right winner won. The right winner won. Yeah. Charlotte Flair finally putting someone over.
At WrestleMania.
And you can at WrestleMania, yeah. And you can see Charlotte Flair's losing that. And then down the road, she might win it again. Just to get those numbers up, to get to beat her dad's record. Yeah. But to me, match, like you said, very physical, good match, right winner won, and that's just my overview on it.
Yeah, you're right. I think the right winner won. Very physical, like you said. A lot of people are saying it's probably the best women's match of all time. I think people need to just relax. Can't dismiss. You can't dismiss the Bayley match versus Bianca Belair. Not Bianca Belair. It was Bayley versus what's her name again? Now she left now. Bayley versus Sasha Banks at NXT. Oh, yeah. Charlotte versus Sasha Banks at NXT. There's been a lot of good matches over the years. You can't just say this is one of the greatest matches. Some people just get overexcited when they watch matches live at WrestleMania. Oh, that's the greatest match of all time. Listen, just relax, yeah, and go back and analyze it. Give it a couple of days and you can analyze it. It was a good match. I wouldn't say it's one of the greatest matches of all time. I don't think it's even the top 5, but it was a good match. A very memorable match. And the right winner won. This was one match which I was very confident that Rhea Ripley was going to win. It's like the passing of the torch. We know that Charlotte Flair is going to win a few more, couple more. Maybe not going to beat Rhea Ripley, but she's going to win a couple more to equal her dad's record. But the match was okay. It was a good match on night one. And that's it. We'll move on to the next one. Seth Rollins and Logan Paul. You know what? I gotta admit, yeah, listen. I popped.
know.
Yeah, listen, I'm not the biggest fan of what's his name? Not KSI, yeah. But when I saw him in that string, I popped. I just saw his face there, and I gotta admit, it was funny. It was funny.
Yeah.
And the match was good. You knew it was going to be good with these two. Logan Paul is a ring general. Seth Rollins is a ring general. Both good wrestlers. I wanted Logan Paul to win just to get the crowd going. He didn't win, but it was a good match. I liked his entrance, how he came down, like a bit like Shawn Michaels. Oh, you can go for it, go for it. What do you reckon? What do you think of his entrance with like Shawn Michaels?
The match, it was really good, man. Really, really good. The high flying was good. And you can tell they both got talent. Seth Rollins and Logan Paul, they both got talent. And the best part of the match, as we're just talking about, is the KSI part when Logan Paul was, I think, about to get pinned, or Seth Rollins about to do a move on him, fit the stump, and then the prime drink pulled a Logan Paul out the ring, revealed himself, and it was KSI. And then he put
that was funny.
Seth Rollins on the table. And then Seth Rollins moved. KSI went on the table.
Yeah.
And then Logan Paul front busted to the table. It was really good, man.
It was good, wasn't it?
It was really, really good. Yeah.
So you enjoyed the match then, yeah?
I enjoyed the match, and I wanted Logan Paul to win. But, we go for Seth Rollins. But the match is good, man. I think, to me, that was the best match of the night. For me.
A night one? Maybe.
Yeah, the best match.
I don't know. I think, yeah, maybe. So we got that one now. We got Rey Mysterio, father and son, Rey Mysterio versus Dominic Mysterio. I thought Dominic was going to win this. I thought Rey was going to put his son over. He didn't put his son over. But it was a good match. Very entertaining, very emotional. What you reckon, Toto?
And the match, it was deep personal, man.
Yeah.
Ray's family was there. Dominic's mum, Dominic's sister, Dominic's girlfriend. It was like this story, how it ended. It was good, man.
Yeah.
It was really, really good.
Yeah, it was.
And Ray winning, I'm glad that he won, to be honest. I'm glad that Ray won.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah, I'm glad he won. But I thought Dominic was going to win. But I'm glad Ray won.
To put Dominic over, which is fair. But the match, it was good. The match was good. They built it up well. This is what I mean. You build up a story well, you're going to get a good match like this. They built it up well between Ray and Dominic. And overall, that's my overview on it. They built it up really well. It turned out to be a good match. They built it up well on Raw. And
yeah, this was a long feud.
This
match was built up since. If you actually look at the match, was kind of the whole rivalry kind of thing started when Wrestlemania, it was 2004 when Eddie Guerrero fought Rey Mysterio at Royal Rumble, and he said that Eddie was his. He said Eddie Guerrero said that Dominic was his son. That was going back years. And it kind of escalated from there, and then now they've revisited it. So many years that Eddie Guerrero died in 2005. And now Dominic's a big lad. And now Dominic's rebelling against his dad, saying he was a deadbeat dad, which obviously he wasn't. And that was in storyline. And he kind of being disrespectful to his dad. And his dad had to put him in his place. Will Dominic come out on Raw tonight and say, look, I'm sorry, Dad? I doubt it, because that'll be for nothing. I would never, ever get Dominic to come out on Raw the next day and say he's sorry.
That would break his character.
That will kill him. Down the road, a couple of years down the road, not yet. He's still got more mileage being a heel. So, yeah, it was a good match, emotional. It was good. Austin Theory, this started off night one. Austin Theory. I knew Austin Theory was going to win this match. I knew it. The guy's a star. Obviously, John Cena knows he's a star, a future star, because John Cena's not going to put anybody over. It's not going to happen. John Cena is he's at that legendary status where he's going to tell you who he's going to put over. If he didn't want to put Austin Theory over at WrestleMania, he ain't going to do it. So, what do you think of this match, Toto?
Yeah, I'm going to say the match is good, but I've got something to add on that. The moves, the run on the ropes, the drop kicks, the moves that was going on in that match, it was really good, man. The match was good. What else can I say? What else can I say?
Cena looks kind of slow in the match, and they understandable though still. Cena.
Yes, Cena, you know he's going to be.
Pull your camera up, I can't see your face. Can't see your face, bro. That's it. Yeah, I thought obviously gone.
Obviously, Cena's going to be a bit ring rust because he's been doing films most of the time, and he's going to be a bit ring rust. And the winner today, it was the right winner, Austin Theory. You can tell this guy's going to be a star. Cena put him over, and that's saying something. Austin Theory,
that's what I said.
Let's see what he does in the future. He can definitely be one of the best in the business.
Oh, definitely. This guy's only 25 years of age. 25 years of age. The world is his oyster, man. He could do anything he wants. The guy's dedicated. And the thing about it, they got similar backgrounds. Both of them used to be bodybuilders. Well, amateur bodybuilders. They both got similar builds. Both got similar heights. Both left-handed. You could see Theory. When you see Theory, you can see kind of a young Cena. And that's why Vince McMahon likes him and Triple H. Triple H knows, but Vince McMahon sees John Cena because John Cena is very close to Vince McMahon. They talk a lot over the phone. They go to dinner together. They look very close, them two. And you could see that, obviously, Vince McMahon's probably spoke to Cena and said, look, this guy's going to be the next big thing. Cena's took a look at him and said, yeah, man, I'll put him over. But Cena, like I said, Cena's not going to put... Listen, I'm not a Cena fan. Let's get that straight. I'm not a Cena fan. I was never a Cena fan. But sometimes you just got to look at him and respect what he's done in the business. I know he's buried a lot of talent, and I'll always say that. But you got to respect what he's done in the business and his longevity in the business. He's been in the WWE for a long time. Rarely gets injured, and if he does get injured, he bounces back quick. There's a lot of WWE wrestlers have been there before. They came in when Cena was there, left, came back in, left. Cena continued and stayed there. You got to give him that. So, that was a good match. On to the Sheamus, and this is just a banger match, isn't it? Sheamus versus, well, basically it was Drew McIntyre versus Gunther versus Sheamus. Sheamus should have won this match, in my opinion.
I just don't understand why did Gunther win. I don't know why did Gunther win for.
I don't know.
When they did prediction before the match, they said Drew McIntyre's going to win, but that's just a game prediction. But I wanted Sheamus to win. Yeah. That's the only title he hasn't won. And he even said when they were doing the promos together, Raw, SmackDown, whatever, he said, "I need this Intercontinental title. You don't understand how much this means to me." And he's referring, that's the only title he hasn't won yet. And I don't understand why Gunther won. There was no reason why Gunther won.
You know what? You know why Sheamus didn't win? Typical WWE. Because they knew that the fans wanted Sheamus to win. Typical WWE, just like the fans wanted Oscar to win. They said, no, we're gonna make Thingy retain. Bianca Belair, same thing with this. It was perfect for Sheamus to win this. They kept plugging it. And you know what? The more they plugged it, the more people must have thought they're not going to do it. Because they kept plugging it. This is the only title Sheamus has never won. Can Sheamus do it? Can Sheamus do it? And I wanted Sheamus to do it. But deep down in my heart, I was thinking, I bet you they don't give it to Sheamus. I bet you they don't give it to Sheamus. Because they know that the fans want Sheamus to win. Don't let Sheamus win it on a backlash. Sheamus has been there a long time. Doesn't disrespect Sheamus, man. He's put a lot of work in. They should have gave the title to Sheamus. And the thing about it, because if they wanted to protect Gunther, let Sheamus pin Drew McIntyre. Gunther didn't have to get pinned. That would have protected Gunther. And then Gunther could have went on to the bigger things like the world title. I don't understand why Gunther had to win this match, but that's just the way it is, isn't it? It was a good match, very physical match, very good wrestling match. Very good. I'm going to admit it. It was a good match. Stood out. It was on night 2 and it was a banger. So, done the Street Profits. Don't know that one. Now we've got Kevin Owens. This was the main event on night 1. We had Sami Zayn. We had Kevin Owens versus the Usos. Usos have been tag team title champions for 600 odd days. This played into the story with the bloodline. This is where it all started, the falling of the bloodline. And listen, I knew that Kevin Owens and that was going to win this. But I still had a little feeling in the back of my head, maybe what they're going to do. They're going to make the Usos win, but they never. Kevin Owens won. They rewarded Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens the WWE Undisputed Tag Team Championships. They have a record 600 plus days by the Usos. Probably the best tag team in the WWE history. I could put my hand on heart and they're up there. They're in the top 3 of the greatest football. Not football. The Usos are in the top 3 of the greatest tag teams in WWE history. They actually might be on the top. Might. And the Usos... What do you think, man? What do you think of that? Look, you know what I mean? What more can you say about that match? You know? What do you think?
The thing is, I didn't get. Look, Usos lost the titles. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn won. I know I was going for Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
I was thinking, look, if Usos lose these titles, Roman Reigns are going to lose the title. Before I get into Roman Reigns, the right winners won. The match, of course, was really good between these 2 tag teams.
Yeah.
Both have experience in WWE. Of course, it's going to be a good match. Crowd was on their feet. Main events, obviously.
Yeah.
Look at the card. And look, as soon as Usos lose his title, I was thinking, Roman Reigns, this is the end of the road. Roman Reigns is going to lose the title.
Exactly.
But when Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn won this title, I was thinking, what if Usos win him again? That's what I was thinking. Soon as Roman Reigns retained the title, I was thinking, what if Usos win back the tag team titles? And I really hope that doesn't happen.
No, I think they're going to split the titles up, I do. I think Raw tonight, this is what I think. I think this is what they should have done with Cody Rhodes, and they blew it. This is what's going to happen, in my opinion. Raw will start tonight at 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. UK time, 1 a.m. UK time. The Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, when their segment comes along, and they're going to come in the ring and they're going to celebrate with the crowd and everyone's going to be happy. And I think what's going to happen is your camera's moving again. What's going to happen is they're going to split the titles up. I'm not sure if it's going to be in a tournament. I think what they're going to do, they have to make a decision of what titles they want to keep. Just say they keep the Raw one, just say. Or just say they keep the SmackDown World titles. And then what's going to happen is, this is 2 ways it's going to go. They're going to be a tournament for the Raw tag team titles. They need tag team titles on Raw. There's no tag team titles on Raw. So what they're going to do, it's going to be in a tournament, and there's going to be a little tag team tournament among so many teams on Raw, and whoever gets to that tournament will win it, will win the Raw tag team titles. And I think that there's Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn is going to just go on SmackDown. Or Triple H could come over to Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens and say, right, what titles do you want? Like I just said, they'll say, we want the SmackDown. And what'll happen is, because right, them Raw tag team titles are staying on Raw. You can either give them us, or you just put them up for you fight for them. So you can, but I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn is going to lose. So what's going to happen is, I think they're going to say which titles you want. They're going to pick the SmackDown ones, and then the Raw ones will just stay on Raw. And then what'll happen is Triple H will probably stand there with the Raw tag team titles and say, we're going to have a tournament for the Raw tag team titles. Whoever wins the tournament gets the titles, and that's how it's going to go. So that's how the titles are going to get split up. And that's what they should have done with Cody Rhodes. But we're going to get into that now. So what do you think of the match before we move on? Do you think it was a good match? Roman or... Nah, the tag team titles match. What do you think? I think it was amazing.
Tag titles, yeah, it was a really good match. It was a really good match. Energetic, crowd was good. And I think
The
I already
match
said
was
that already.
good. Two great teams right there. Two great teams. So what do you think? Do you think the match was technical and that was a good match, high flying? It had everything, didn't it?
Yeah, had everything. High flying,
Yeah.
body slams,
Yeah.
whatever you want.
Yeah.
Had everything.
So we're moving on to the final match. The botch, biggest botch in years of WrestleMania. They do it for Roman. They do it for Roman. Roman Reigns. I've never been a fan of Roman Reigns. I've never changed. I will never change my opinion on Roman Reigns. I never liked him in the Shield, and I don't like him now. I don't care how he's improved. I don't care what he's done. I just do not like Roman Reigns. That's just the way it is. I saw a lot of big podcasters out there that used to hate Roman Reigns, and now they love him. I've stayed the same. I'm not saying I don't respect the guy for what he's done and what he's gone through, and I know he's a workhorse, and I know he works his butt off, and I know he's battling leukemia, and I respect him for everything he's done in that. But as a wrestler, I just don't like him. That's just the way it is. I just don't like him. I can't pretend to like someone if I don't like him. But anyway, he's got them undisputed titles. He's carried the company for so many years. You've got to be tough to do that because you're going to do all the media stuff. You're going to talk to people. You're going to do all that. You're on the road all the time. I know he's got a light schedule, but he's still working hard. This match was brilliant up to the ending. They ruined it. They ruined it. I'm on to you.
I know. And the ending, you ranted about this for the first 10 minutes of the video. You ranted all about this, but I'm just gonna say my part. Look, the wrong winner won. Cody should have won this match. Cody should have won the match. Don't care what anybody said about 1,000 days. Get Roman to 1,000 days. No, Cody should have won this match. Save Cody gets another title match, wins their Backlash. No one cares. They should have done it at Hollywood. They should have done it at WrestleMania. I don't know why they made Roman win. What now? He's going to win it at Backlash, SummerSlam. No one cares.
Exactly.
It's not going to feel the same.
No.
Roman is probably beating everybody on that roster. Nearly everybody. Most of them.
Yeah.
Most of the big ones.
Yeah.
But Cody should have won his mate. Came back. Had that match with Seth Rollins when he had his pet muscle tour.
Yeah.
Won that match. Took time off. Came back. Challenged for the title. He should have he did all that big build up with the story. Did all them big with the documentaries and all that.
Exactly.
They should have made Cody win. All that big build up.
For nothing.
In the toilet. Flushed down the toilet.
They've ruined it.
And that's what I can say.
They've ruined it. It doesn't matter what happens now. From now on, it doesn't matter when he wins it. I don't care if he wins it now. They've ruined it. It's never going to feel the same. The only way it's even going to get close, which he's not going to. The only way he's going to get close, if they leave the titles on Roman for another year, and then it goes back to WrestleMania 40, and he beats him at WrestleMania 40. That's the only way it's going to mean anything even close. But said that this was the time for him to lose the title, but they want to get into... How many days is that it now? They want to get into so many days. What is it? 2,000 days? 2,000 days, isn't it, or something?
1,000.
Or whatever. How many days? Whatever, man, whatever. You don't want to get him to pass them days. They want him to be the fourth longest reign of the WWE titles. But the thing about it, right, that's the only way they're going to get close to what they botched last night at WrestleMania. He needs to hold that title now for another year, come back round again. I'm not sure if they're going to let Cody win the Royal Rumble again. See what I mean? How they've ruined it. The only way they're going to do it if Cody wins the Royal Rumble again, and that means that Cody won the Royal Rumble again. And if they say, right, we're not going to make him win the Royal Rumble, we're going to make him win the Elimination Chamber, then he can challenge. It's still not going to be the same because they've botched it. They've botched it. It was the perfect lead-up. You start off there, you come in, you're fighting Seth Rollins, you tear your pet muscles, you have the time off, The documentaries are coming. It's a slow build. It's coming up. You win the Royal Rumble. You get in there. You got Sami Zayn there. You got Kevin Owens. All the stories are coming together. They win the tag team titles. He got his time. He's coming. What happens? Back down again. You lose. They botched it. Very simple. And they're never going to get that moment back. They're never. And I know they're regretting it now because Triple H is coming out and like, oh, look, we can still do the story. It can still happen. It doesn't matter. You've ruined it. It's gone. That was the time to do it, and they wrecked it. And that's it, man. Good match up until the end. I'm off, man. That's it. I'm off to the next pay-per-view, which is going to be Backlash, which is going to be end of April. Me and Toto Hammer, we're going to be covering that. I think it's about 3.5 weeks from today. 3.5 weeks from today, we're going to be covering that. We're going to do our predictions on that, and we're going to be doing our review the day after the pay-per-view as well. So that's it, man. This is me signing out, man. Solo P1. Look out for the football. We're going to be doing a live show in a minute. Football prediction and lineup, which Toto is going to be using his expert analysis on that. So this is Toto Hammer signing out. This is Solo P1 signing out. See you later, guys. All the links in the description below for all our channels. See you later, guys. Wrestlemania Botch Fest.